And then also in building those relationships, or before I even started dating these women, choosing the person that I thought would like, I had a more of a shallow outlook in why I was choosing that person. It was more of, because it was more surfacey, like more how they're gonna make me feel, not like, man, this person is really great, like they're like these qualities. It wasn't deep, you know what I mean? So I think that even the reason I was picking them led to disaster, and it wasn't super bad. Like, there was nothing that crazy.
So can you give me examples of some of those things?
Of some of like the
surface level things that you.
Oh, it was just like looks, you know what I mean? Like the vibe, like, oh, do we like, you know, do we click? Do we have common interests? I was basically dating myself. You know what I mean? Like I was trying to.
Someone who eats a lot of meat.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't eating a lot of meat at some of these times. I ate more meat in the last 16 months, but it was more like, you know, personality, more like interests in like, you know, I'm kind of a weird, you know, dude. I like a lot of weird stuff. So if someone was a little weird like me, like or in a different way weird, like I kind of vibed with like people that weren't the normal kind of person. So the last girlfriend I had was like more of an artist, more like, you know, I think it's funny because I remember our first conversation. I was trying to hide my girlfriend at the time from you because she was Congolese, and you were like, "What, you did a Congolese person?" But you know, I think she wasn't the normal kind of person I'd come across. She was Congolese, born in Ukraine, or like from Ukraine, raised in Oakland. Like she had this like eclectic background. She was an artist. I was like, man, that's like, but that wasn't as deep. You know what I mean? Like that's not that deep. That's just like a surface level stuff.
Like I found the one.
And she's obviously more than that, but that's not a good foundation to build a relationship on. So different. I came at this relationship I'm in now a little differently.
So how is it different? Like, what are you looking for now?
Yeah, well, so I think that's a good question. You got some good questions over here.
Yeah, man.
I think you just rapid fire.
I'm asking you all these questions, so you won't have to ask me questions if you're big smart.
Oh, is that what it is? So I gotta turn the table, bro. We gotta talk about your relationship. So I think the things that I changed was, I think, it's interesting. With my current girlfriend, I didn't like her for a long time.
Oh.
I just was like, people were trying to set me up with her, and I was like, no. Because I was looking at shallow, just the surface, and I was like, you know, she's sort of attractive, but I was like, she was kind of, to me, like, not the person I want to be with. I was like, that's exactly the opposite, because we're so different.
Yeah.
So different, and I think when I started valuing more deeper qualities, like someone who, like, you know, has a drive, you know what I mean, an ambition, like someone who's like someone who serves, someone who has a great heart to like love people, care about people, you know, has a great relationship with God, like those kind of things that I think are a little deeper.
Yeah.
When I started kind of valuing those things, I started seeing more than just because I think before I'd be attracted to somebody for like random reasons, not just their physical attraction, but the oh, she's an artist or she eats beef or whatever. I mean, it was more shallow. But like this time I was like, oh no, there's like something deeper, and I kept building a friendship to see what those were and like tried to discover what that is and appreciate those things more. And then I got more attracted to her on a deeper level. And then it was like, you know, now we're dating, but it was a journey because I wasn't really attracted initially for those reasons, because I was like, she's not my like type kind of thing. It was like, she doesn't have like, it wasn't this initial like, oh, she's really good looking and she's got all these different things. It wasn't like that those bells weren't going off.
Yeah.
So I thought a lot of it was changing myself, like because I think we kind of sometimes are attracted to what we are or what we're doing. So I think doing all that work and things I was telling you about, that actually happened before dating her. And so I had to do a lot of like self reflection and a lot of work. And a lot of that was seeing how my dating relationships have just been trash. And the reason why was me, like I was the common denominator. So I had to change that up. And I think, you know, through a lot of good, like I said, good conversations, a lot of good Bible studies on it. So can I get you more, bro?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, this stuff is bomb. Wow. You got me on this solid life.
I have a few questions. Like but I want to. Okay. I think I think the question I have is like about, you said you were seeking that nurturing like relationship and stuff, like something that would bring that nurturing that you felt you didn't get as much
Yeah.
from your childhood. But how do you, now that you're cognizant of that now, how has that changed? Like,
Yeah.
where are you getting that nurturing now?
Good question. I think, well, now that I've become more aware of it,
Yeah.
I think, it comes up. It comes up
Yeah.
in, I think in any relationship, it's kind of a natural thing for you to kind of want to get more from your partner
Yeah.
than you should.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like I think that's something that's just gonna come up. So as it comes up, I'm more aware of it and able to kind of name it more or address it and say, because I think there's power in awareness. That's like the beginning, right? You go, oh, this is what's happening right here.
Okay.
I'm expecting you to be God for me, like kind of thing. Because I think that's what people do in relationships. It's like, you're my number one, meet my needs, and I don't think anyone can do that. So first of all, I think it's believing that someone can't do that. Before I used to think, oh no, this girl's gonna make me happier. And she might make you happy to a degree, but there's a degree of that, like where she'll make you happy is like a good relationship can be. But at the end of the day, you gotta be secure in yourself. You gotta like have your own happiness, so to speak.
And like what I'm seeing is like the things that you talked about that I could relate to was trying to make my relationships like God in some ways, and putting people on pedestals. Like I think I used to do that a lot. And I struggled with that for a long time. Like I would meet somebody and I would get so excited. And maybe like you were saying, like someone is an artist, you're like, oh my God, you're imagining all those things you could do with them. And with how their lifestyle makes you so much about what you're trying to find. And then it just becomes like, you're seeking that so much from the relationship. And then when they don't come through on that, like you get that disappointment. Right? And and it's something that I'm like, wow, like you just opened my mind by you talking about that, because it just